Still on our celebrities, we have Allan Toniks. Allan Toniks has become something. Today, Allan Toniks is the one who's telling who is beautiful and who is not
ugly.
Okay,
so there is a tweet that he made. Let me read that tweet. So Galax posts Rema Namakula's photo. It captions Dr. Sebunya got himself a beautiful queen. Then Allan Toniks comes out. He's like, first wash our face. So it sparked a lot of attention and debate on the internet.
First wash. Allan Toniks, I don't know what you want because nowadays Allan Toniks, Ali Bulala.
So, just know Rema Namakula's fans gave it to him out.
There are things that are realistic. Rema Namakula is one of the artists who's fond of going without makeup sometimes when it's not called for, and I've ever seen her without makeup. She is a very beautiful lady, and let me tell you this today, Banana.
Yeah, Rema Namakula,
if you're ugly, you're ugly. Even if they put makeup on you, you will remain ugly. It's only beautiful people that look good with makeup. Ella, if you're there and you're like, Ella, me, natural looks, I don't look good with makeup. Let me tell you, makeup only looks good on beautiful people. Ella, I don't agree with Allan Toniks.
Me, what I think is trying to, to seek attention.
Yeah, and I'm
because
also wondering.
Wherever he has resurrected from, we all don't know. Because this is the guy who had faded. He was out of the music scene. So he's trying to make himself relevant. Remember, previously, he's the one who calling people sellouts. He called Frank Gashumba a sellout.
I'm also to me, I'm also surprised. I didn't think I don't know. I didn't know Allan Toniks to be a person who's throwing fire always. I didn't know him of that person who is always talking. I'm like, Allan Toniks, why?
Maybe he's trying to organize something because apparently it has become a trend. Whenever artists, they are planning to have to stage concerts, shows, they always try to make themselves into the public eye. They try to make themselves relevant. So I feel like maybe he's cooking something, but he's chickening out to let us know what he's actually cooking.
Okay.
So Allan Toniks, these games of hide and seek, beating around the bush, I feel like should stop. Tell us when is the show. We shall come in numbers. We shall attend. Yeah, let him be direct.
Okay, as we are all praising the Ugandan artists, giving you news about them, our own Gashumba.
What has he done?
A socialite is just putting your artists that you're all praising. You're talking about the beautiful ones, that the ones that are not beautiful. For him is seeing nothing but less of your artists, of your Ugandan artists, because he comes out to say that for some reason he's saying that he cannot invite more than 3 artists. Even the 3 are very many. He's like, why would I bring 5 artists on my wedding? For what? Ugandan artists that I'm already seeing on Kampala roads, Kampala streets, Kampala bars, everywhere. They have become a nuisance. These are not my words. I'm trying to show you what Gashumba is telling you.
Okay, now let him call Beyonce and Jay-Z. Hey, let him call those 2.
Yeah, so he's saying Ugandan artists, that music of today, of Ugandan artists today is not even crossing Chengera Natete.
Of all places, Chengera Natete, Akala Matendo, where I come from.
I'm coming. It says, tell me one Ugandan artist that has come from Uganda, gone to London, and hit a concert.
Joshua Baraka.
A very successful concert he called at 02 Arena.
Joshua Baraka.
Are you
Joshua
sure?
Baraka.
A big concert like those of the like the Nigerians do it.
Joshua Baraka.
But Joshua Baraka has not filled stages. Has not filled it to the maximum. Because when he's trying to talk, he's talking about the Nigerians. He's talking about people like Burna Boy. Yeah, the Remas. We've seen them filling up venues in those places, and people who are there are not only the people from their country. The other whites are also there. So what he's saying that yes, Ugandan artists claim to come from here to go and sing in London, but they're always there in the East London where Ugandans are, and they're always singing to the Ugandans.
Still, it's London.
So
whether they are singing for Ugandans, but it's London.
And Gashumba kuba you like always trying to say that Ugandan artists today do not even give themselves class. Okay, when he says that way, I'm trying to get it. I understand. Back in the days when we had our bobbies, you would be like, ha, chai, if I get to meet Bobby Wine. If I meet Bobby Wine, even when you get a peek, when you're with Bobby Wine or baby, people will say, man. But today, it's not a thing. It's nothing to meet because we are used. Musicians are always at the bars where people are. Like there is not that there is that complex, that thing that used to be there.
I feel like remember when Sheila Gashumba said this guy said about that the artists do not know how to brand themselves.
Yeah.
I would like to think that it's about how an artist is branding himself, because there are other artists who have really branded themselves so well that it will take you ages to see them anywhere. For example, we have Maurice Greer. He's never all over.
I want to get this right.
Navio himself is never all over unless it's called for. You understand?
Okay, let me ask. What do artists have to do to be like the babies of those days? Not even of those days. Up to now, those people have kept their legacy, their brand just like that. What should artists do, and what should they not do as musicians, so that they can meet the standards Gashumba is talking about, like any brand?
Artists of nowadays, they don't invest a lot of time into their music. Remember, Zawi at some point mentioned about, their music, they don't go into depth into executing, writing, their stories. Another thing, it's like they want raw things. Faster things. Tewari would they? You should understand. One hit song like this, they become complacent. They are all over the place, and then it becomes a challenge for them to keep on, doing another.
Apart from music, there are these other things, social things that when an artist does this, he's giving he or herself class, because when Gashumba is saying that the artists, we are always finding them in places where apart from music, I think they even this thing of the stunts that are even
making stunts all the time.
This artist has been had. This artist was fighting with this DJ. This artist was caught with a girl or whatever. Those things.
Stunts have been there.
I think they're also memorial. Bringing you down.
Stunts have been there, time memorial, even on the day during the days of the bear.
But they're fine. Stunts are fine. There. But what kind of stuff are you doing?
But me, I would like to think also TikTok. These challenges, there are some prominent artists. We expected them to. It might be very hard for them, to be all over or get engaged. You find them doing challenges. This artist is doing a challenge with the other TikToker, with the other TikToker, with the other TikToker. So they become common. They become common and they become all over.
When you talk about that, you've reminded me of something. I've seen a pass on one live just recently, and he was like, me, I would never pay a TikToker.
Eh.
But to do a challenge in myself, I would never, not even in my lifetime, you would never see me. So as other people are saying that, Banange, you should start giving your music to TikTokers so that they can help you push the music. It's helping. It's that trend. Pepper says like, no.
And it's funny.
I won't.
It's funny that even TikTokers are becoming more famous than the artists, the musicians nowadays.
Pushing me to another story that was for another day, because I've heard nowadays TikTokers are celebrities, and some people are agreeing with it and some people are not agreeing with it. So anyway, I think artists, on Gashumba's case, I think artists should just style up. A musician, when as fans, we looked up to you as a very big people, because you can do what we cannot do. You have big fan bases, and I do not expect a musician I love support to hear her or him fighting with so-called DJ, fighting with who, being vulgar. We hear onotana olia nywenjaga you're going to become a nuisance, and I'm not going to see you as a celebrity.
But again, on that note, yes, Gashumba says that he will not invite more than 3 artists. He can even choose not to invite any of them. But I would like to remind him that the likes of Beyonce is there, Rihanna is there, Chris Brown is there.
Oh, why he wants the warranties.
Because
Ugandan artists, I don't know, but Gashumba really has an issue with Ugandan artists. Because this is not the first time he's talking about this. He really has an issue with them.
So moving on to our next spill.